So today I just thought we would kind of just do a nice, gentle, overall stretchy flow, kind of get everything reset and feel better to start the week ahead. So I hope you'll enjoy this today and kind of relax. Let's see, let me just start my music over. And I am going to go ahead and record this because a couple others couldn't make it and they asked me to go ahead and save it for them. So we'll start our recording now. So welcome to Sunday morning Mindful Flow. We're going to begin today in Sukhasana, or any comfortable seat that you would like. So whatever feels most comfortable for you. You could always take Hero's Pose or another seated posture. But just sort of settle down in your seat. I'm going to take a few minutes just to relax, sort of clear the mind, and connect to the breath. So if you would, either close your eyes or bring your gaze softly down your nose. Settle in for a few minutes. And just allow yourself to arrive. Let your body start to relax. Let go of the thoughts of the day. Begin to feel yourself enter a space that is calm and peaceful, leaving out the hard edges of our thoughts, of decisions, anything that may be weighing on you. Just allow yourself to mold into softness and ease. Almost like you are just releasing your body and letting the edges become a little bit more blurred. Feel your shoulders relax. Lengthen up just slightly through the spine. Soften your jaw. Erase the lines of your forehead, your face. Feel yourself let go. Take a nice soft but long breath in. Just noticing the temperature of the breath as it eases its way down past the nose into the throat and allows for the expansion of your lungs. As you breathe out, let go of anything that does not serve you this morning. Begin to notice your legs and seat and feel the deep grounding connection to the earth below. Imagine, if you would, that there are roots growing from your seat right down into the mantle of the earth. Roots that are strong and unyielding and go deeply into the earth's crust, deep down to connect you to the center of this stable and grounding planet. As you imagine those roots taking hold, keeping you firm and steady, feel the energy that you can draw from the earth moving up into your body, rising all the way up through your spine and transforming into a pillar of light. This light moves up your spinal column and out through the top of your head, connecting your energy to the entire universe. Continue to breathe softly in, feeling the energy of the universe fill your body. And each time you exhale, feel the grounding presence of those roots below. Take 5 full breaths, feeling that transference of energy from the earth to your body and into light, and then releasing back down to ground you below. Your next breath in, feel the energy rise up through the spine, begin to flutter open your eyes, bring them open, gaze slightly upward as you draw the light into your body. Exhale, let it out through the mouth, and feel grounded for our practice ahead. So if you have taken Sukhasana, I would invite you to change the crisscross of your legs, move them the other way. And once you do so, let's take the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the body, lift up on your inhale, expand through the spine, and as you exhale, start to move your belly to the right. Moving it to the right and then twisting up into the rib cage, the shoulders, and eventually gazing over that right shoulder. Stay here for your next breath. Inhaling and releasing upward, and then as you exhale, let that left shoulder drop down a little bit more. Yourself back to center, and let's take that to the other side. Right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Initially lifting up, inhaling, and then turning your belly to the left, almost like your belly or your navel's on a turntable. And we're going to start at the very base of the pelvis, spiraling up into the rib cage, eventually turning your chin and your neck to look over that left shoulder. Deep breath in again, lifting and expanding, opening up space. And as you exhale, you can deepen your twist, but I want you to really release that right shoulder down. Nice. Come back to the center. Go ahead and bring your arms forward. We're going to cross the left arm over the right. Let the right forearm come directly up, and then gently draw the left arm across your body, keeping your torso facing the front and just stretching from the shoulder to the bicep. Feeling that stretch, relax and release the left shoulder down. So don't pull it up near your chin, but really relax it down so that we're isolating the stretch just into the arm muscles. One more breath. Exhale. Bring the hands back to center. Let's take that to the other side. Right over left. Left forearm up. Relax the right shoulder down and then draw the arm across the body. Just keep pulling it until you feel the edge of your stretch. And remember, your edge is where you feel a deep engagement, but without any discomfort or pain. One more breath. Very nice. Bring it back. Drop your hands down. Just place your hands on your knees and begin to create some small circles around the waist. So spine circling around, just shifting and allowing your weight to gently rock in a circle. Coming back and then exhaling as you come forward. Inhaling as you lift back. Just feeling the deliciousness of allowing yourself whatever organic movement feels good. And the next time you come around and drop your chest forward, change the direction and move the other way. So just circling around, letting your head and neck release. Just let your upper body be as loose as it can as you rotate in the circle. One more time around, come down to the front, and then lift on back up. All right, so we're going to extend the legs down the mat for our next couple of stretches. So bringing the legs straight down. Start by bending your right knee, bringing your right foot across the knee, and then you're going to guide that foot back toward your left hip. All right, so once you have the foot guided back, then release the knee and see where it feels comfortable just dropping down on its own. So you're just going to let the knee go with your arms. It may come down and stack right on top of your other knee. It may not. And if it wants to stay up, what you might want to do is place a blanket here so that you can kind of really relax the top leg down. All right, so if you have a blanket, so if your leg doesn't fall down and sort of drop all the way to the other knee, then just place a folded blanket in between so that you can just relax through the hips. You got it. All right, so once you've got that in place, bring the hands forward, just gently placing your fingertips on either side of your left leg, and then just begin to fold forward, really slowly and softly. Now, this is a deep opening for this right side on the outer hip. You're going to feel that probably into the sciatica nerve and into the lower back. So go super slow, but you're just allowing the body to sort of gently roll forward. Again, releasing the head and neck. This is a softer stretch, so we're not really trying to engage the muscles. We're letting everything just kind of slump forward. We don't often slump in yoga, but I'm encouraging a little bit of a slump. Relax your shoulders. Let your head drop down. And just breathe into the sensations that you feel. Gently soften through the upper back. As you feel that there's more space available, you can let your head and torso drop down a little heavier. more breaths here. And then inhale. Begin to sit back up. Keep the leg where it is in place. Take the right arm across the bent leg now. Palm is up. Take your left hand behind your back. Press down into the fingertips of the left hand to help support and lift through the spine. So lifting up here, and now we're going to take another little twist, moving the belly to the left. Now again, you're not muscling into this, you're just easing into the twist. Very nice. And then bring your torso forward. Keep your left hand behind the back, pressing down into those fingertips. Lift your right arm up, reaching the fingertips up toward the ceiling. Stretch and feel that stretch from the right fingertips down to the right hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the right hand down. All right, uncross that leg. Go ahead and keep the left leg bent. Take the right foot now into the inner left thigh. So we're moving into a hip opening with the right knee falling open. Hope you can see that. It's like so. So right foot into the inner thigh. This is Janusirsasana, or head to the knee pose. We're going to let that right knee fall out to the side. Again, since you've got your blanket nearby, if you want to bring that blanket underneath the right thigh, if that feels better, you can have a little softness under that thigh and knee. Now we're going to lift up a little bit more energetically through the spine, so we have a nice long spine from tailbone to crown. As you exhale, we're going to bring the hands forward and start to fold over the left leg, just to the extent that that feels appropriate for the right hip. So folding forward. This time you are extending through the spine and trying to reach your heart toward the foot. Take a couple more breaths here. This is Janusirsasana, head to the knee pose. But we're really sort of just bringing the belly down to the thighs and bringing your heart forward. Deep opening in that right hip, so be mindful, be gentle. Come back up to the center. Extend your right leg down. I had encouraged you to bring a strap today, so if you want to use a strap for this next stretch, both legs are straight down the mat, bringing the strap around the balls of the feet, and then allowing your elbows to come back toward the body. So you want to have a nice long strap, bringing your elbows nice and tight to the body. Press down into your sits bones, root down, and then lift that energy up through the spine. See how high you can bring the crown of your head. Take a breath in, and as you release, we're going to fold forward with a hinging action, meaning we're keeping the back nice and straight as we fold forward. Little by little. This time both legs are extended, so you're going to feel it a little bit more in both of those hamstrings. But stretch and reach through that lower back. Your feet are flexed here, so this creates a little extra stretch in the Achilles and calves. Take 2 more breaths. As you continue to maybe gain more space, you might choke up on the strap, but keep your elbows next to your ribs. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale and roll it on up. Release the strap. Throw that off to the side and bend your left knee now. Taking that left knee across taking the left foot, sorry, this is your foot. Take that across the right leg. And we're going to start with that first stretch that we did just a moment ago. So slide the left foot back to the right hip. So you're have either the leg is going to be up with the knee fairly up and down, in which case you might want to bring that blanket back between the two legs, or possibly those knees are starting to stack one upon the other. Now, as we did before, this time we're going to softly just roll forward. So this is a lot softer stretch in that we're not activating the muscles, we're just letting the weight of the body start to come forward over the left knee. Breathe deeply, and wherever you feel a strong sensation, pause there. Allow the breath to soothe and create whatever space is needed. You can drop your head down. You can roll and sort of round the entire back here if you like. Relax your shoulders. Back up to the top, sitting back upright, taking that left foot, crossing back over, and this time guiding it into the inner right thigh. So we're coming back to that second part of the stretch with the left knee now extended and the left hip externally rotated. From here, we can take the hands on either side of the right leg, and we'll start to stretch the heart forward. So back is a little straighter here now. We're not rounding this time. We're actually extending the back and feeling yourself start to come forward with the heart as you fold over your right leg. Breathe. That right foot now is flexed this time. Feeling the activation from the heel all the way up into the back of the knee. Oof, that's a good stretch. All the little tendons and ligaments of the knee getting some opening. Keep stretching. And come back up to the top. All right, extend the left leg back down. This time without the strap, let's lift the arms up, reach them overhead, nice long spine. Inhale, exhale, and one final time, fold, flat back forward, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Gently roll the shoulders back and stretch the heart toward your feet. Take 2 more deep breaths here. One more. Slowly start to come back up to the top. All right. So from here, we're going to bring both feet to the middle of the mat. Bend both knees, come on to your feet, and then propel yourself forward so that you come up on your toes. If you have your blocks, you are going to come to a toe balance, a kneeling or squatting toe balance. So we're on the toes. Legs are together, my inner thighs are fairly close together here. I've got my hands on the blocks on the tallest side so that I can create a little bit of stability. But try to just see if you can begin to bring your balance and awareness to the center of the body so that your hands maybe are gently or lightly touching the blocks. Once you feel yourself centered, see if you can let go of those blocks and bring the hands to prayer position at the heart. Anytime you need to, you can bring one or both hands back down, but find something that you can focus on. Breathe, feeling yourself steady at the center. Relax your shoulders. One more breath. Then gently place your hands on the blocks. You can press down onto the blocks to help yourself as you straighten your legs, letting your head drop forward. We're moving right into a forward fold. So the legs are straightened. Your hands are now down on the mat or perhaps on the blocks as well. Letting your head drop down. Knees can be soft or legs can be straight. Take a breath here in Uttanasana, forward fold. Remembering that even in forward fold, we're lifting up into the center core of the body for stability. Take a breath in and lengthen your spine. Reach the crown of the head forward so it's kind of a half lift. We're bringing the weight slightly onto the balls of the feet as you lift and push your head forward. And then exhale, fold down once again. This time we're going to come all the way up. So lift all the way up to the top. Reach the arms to the side, up and overhead. Take a deep breath in as you reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to turn to the right side with the torso and open the arms out to either side. So we're just opening the arms. Right arm is back, left arm is reaching forward. And then inhale, bring both arms up and overhead. Turn and look to the left, opening your arms front to back again. Inhale, palms up, bring your hands up to the center, turn to the right. Stretch and extend your arms forward and back. So it's just kind of a one left arm is forward, right arm is back. There we go. Inhale. So we're just going to keep this motion going. Inhale up to the center. Exhale. Release the arms out. Inhale to center. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale. Release the arms out to the side. Beautiful. Just lift them up. Inhale to center. Exhale, extend. Last time, bring them up to the center. This time we'll forward fold, arms out to the side, dive forward, and fold all the way down. Place your hands on the mat, walk your feet backward, and come to a downward facing dog. So walking the feet 1, 2, 3 to the back of the mat. Pressing down through the palms, the thumb, the index finger for support. And then extending the spine up, the tailbone, reaching up to the back of the mat as high as you can. Draw the navel in. Deep breath, and then exhale through the mouth. Again, cleansing breath in. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Exhale. Inhale this time, come forward. Drop your knees down to the mat and come to tabletop position. From tabletop, we're going to do another little around the world. So we're going to just move and shift the body weight from hand to hand and knee to knee as we create some circles with the torso. So just gently feel your weight shifting from one table leg to another and go around. Notice any sensation of what this does to your spine. A lot of times just this very subtle movement will help sort of even out and reset your spine. So very subtle, but it can have a great effect. And then just change the direction. So whichever way you started off, move the other way, shifting, going around the world. Be very deliberate about moving from one leg to the other. All right, come back to a neutral tabletop position. We're going to curl the toes and once again lift up to downward facing dog. Nice deep stretch, maybe pushing those hips a little bit higher and further back. All right, so from this downward dog, we're going to do a nice little series, a little interesting little series flow. So just listen up and let's see if we can move through this. So from downward facing dog, with your left leg, we're going to just bend the left knee and you're going to roll over so that the top of your foot is coming down on the mat and your left knee comes down. Your right leg is still straight. Right, so then you're going to lift up that right leg, bring it high, and then we're going to lower the forearms down. So your right leg is staying up, and we're just dipping down, sort of easing our forehead down toward the mat. And then inhale, bring it back up, bring the right foot down, and press back to downward facing dog. Same thing on the left side. We're going to bend the right, this time we're going to do the right side. So we're going to bend the right knee. We're going to bring only the right knee down, keep the left leg straight. And then as we come down to the right knee down, lift the left leg up and come down to forearms, touch the forehead down. Inhale, come back up, and then press back to downward facing dog. Might be good if you didn't catch that. I'm going to do it once so maybe you can observe if you'd rather, if that didn't make any sense. So here's what we're doing. Left leg bent, right leg goes up, dip down, lift back up, and then press back to downward facing dog. Right knee bends, left leg flies up, dip down, come back up, and then press downward facing. Let's try that one more time together, see if we got it. Left leg bends, knee down, right leg straight, lifts up, and we dip down to the forearms. Come back up, right leg down, press back to downward facing. Last time, right knee down, left leg straight and then up, dip down, press back up to tabletop, and everything goes back to downward facing dog. This time bring both knees down, bring your hands behind you, press back to child, and let everything relax and release. Take 2 more breaths in child. One more. All right. Bring your hands forward. Come back up to table position. Lift your knees up and take it to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to come into a low lunge position. So bring your right leg forward. Low runner's lunge. Breathe and extend through the spine. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Left thigh strong and up. Take your right arm out into a T off the shoulder and then lift it up for a lunging twist. Reaching the right fingers up to the ceiling. Left hand is down. Right leg is up. Beautiful. Bring that right hand all the way back down and then lower the left knee. Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. We're going to lift up, reach the arms gently forward, eventually up and overhead. Deep breath in, open the chest. Exhale. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Straighten the right leg. Walk the hands backwards or bring those blocks with you. Moving into half splits with the right leg stretched, foot is flexed. Push back into the right hip. Lengthen through the spine and come up to fingertips. Deep breath. Walk the hands forward once again. Lift the left knee back up so we're back in low runner's lunge. Step that left foot all the way forward. Come to forward fold, Uttanasana. Lift up, lengthen, coming just to fingertips or hands on blocks. So coming to a flat back. And then exhale, forward fold once again. Inhale, arms out to the side, lift it up, reach overhead, beautiful stretch. Exhale, dive forward once again. Step the right foot back all the way to a low lunge. Make sure you pay attention to your alignment. Left knee over the ankle, lengthen through the back. Look forward, and then take your left hand out to a T, roll it up, take it to a nice lunging twist, reaching those fingers skyward, energy flying down from left fingertips all the way to the right hand. Let that left hand come down to the mat and lower the right knee this time. Inhale, remember to pull from that lower core as you lift up, stabilizing yourself in low crescent. Beautiful stretch for that right psoas. Deep breath in, open your heart. Take the hands forward and back down to the mat. Straighten the left leg. So we're just keeping everything in place, but straightening the left leg. Walking the hands back toward the body or bringing those blocks with you. Lengthen through the spine, look forward, a few feet in front of your mat. Deep breath. Exhale. Walk your hands forward once again. Come back to low lunge position and step the right foot all the way forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, lift all the way up, standing Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive forward and fold once again. From forward fold, step your left foot back and pivot on your right foot. So you turn both of your feet parallel to the ends of the mat and you're in a wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands backwards so that they are in line with the arches of your feet. So the palms of your hands and the arches of your feet are on the same line. Let your head drop down, release your neck, but keep lifting up through your inner thighs and your lower core. Inhale, just roll up, come to fingertips, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, and let them come back down, fold. Inhale, come back up to fingertips. Bring your hands to your waist, keep lifting up through those inner thighs, and use the strength of your legs and core to lift up slowly but strong. Open your arms wide. 5-point star. Beautiful stretch here, energy flowing all 5 directions. From star position, we're going to turn the right toes toward the front of the mat and bend the right knee, and we're right in Warrior Two. Deep breath in, relax down. Left hand comes to the thigh, right arm's going to reach up, Oh, a nice little side stretch. My back just clicked about 3 different ways when I did that. Nice. And then bring it back to warrior two. We're going to straighten the right leg. You probably know where we're going. Trikonasana triangle. So reach your right fingers forward, lengthen through your right ribs. Reach everything forward, push the left hip back, and then right hand comes down, left arm floats up. We have our beautiful triangle. Get 2 extra breaths here. Resetting, stretching our energy. Feeling beautiful this morning. Come right back up. This time we're going to turn the right foot, coming back to 5-point star. Bring your hands to your waist. Feet are parallel as we dive forward once again, right back where we started, in forward fold. Walk the hands around to the front of the mat. Turn your right toes forward and come back to low lunge. From low runner's lunge, slide the right foot back. Take it to downward facing dog. Drop both knees down, come to tabletop, and exhale, take it to child. 3 breaths here. Reset, rebalance. All right. Come on back up to table position. And from here, let's go ahead. How do we want to start this? Let's lift back up to downward facing dog one more time. And we're going to step the left foot forward to our low runner's lunge. From this low lunge, we're going to turn both feet toward the right, so pivot on your left foot. Come again to wide leg forward fold, this time facing the right side of your mat and not the left. Hands walk back so that they're in line with the arches of your feet. Next breath in, lift, come up to fingertips. Reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, once again, come up to fingertips. This time, place your hands at your waist. Keep lifting up strongly through those inner thighs. Lift yourself all the way up. Open your arms wide. Beautiful 5-point star. Deep breath, full extension from fingertip to fingertip, and feeling that strong leg action. Then from 5-point star, we're going to turn the left toes toward the front of the mat. Bend that left knee so it's on top of the left ankle. And here we are in Virabhadrasana 2 once again. Deep breath in. Exhale. Take the right hand to the right thigh. Left arm lifts up. Open the side body. Come to exalted warrior. And then exhale back to warrior 2. Straighten the left leg. Moving into triangle once again. Reach the left hand and ribs forward. And then allow it to windmill down. Letting the left hand come to your shin, ankle, or a block. And we're right back in triangle. Beautiful. Strongly lift yourself back up to standing. Bend that left knee. We're back in warrior position. And then turn the feet. Come back to 5-point star one more time. Parallel feet. Hands come to waist. And we're going to fold forward. Diving back into wide leg forward fold. Hands touch down. And then they're going to walk around to the front of your mat. Turn your left foot forward, come back into low runner's lunge. Slide the left foot back. Take it to downward facing dog. And then again, drop both knees down and press back to child's pose, either full child or extended child, whatever feels best for you. 3 full breaths here. Those hands up and forward. Come on and come back to your seat once again. So we're going to move into a deer pose sequence. So coming into deer pose this morning, we're going to have the shin parallel to one edge of your mat, and we're going to have a little space between. Let's go ahead and start with the left shin forward. So left shin is parallel to the front of your mat. There's maybe a hand width between your left heel and your right knee. So a little bit of space between the two legs. First, lifting up nice and tall. Turn your hands over to the left side. Just place your fingertips down on the mat. Not your palms, but just the tips of your fingers. And help elevate your spine, lifting up and extending the spine, and then starting to walk your hands down a little bit at a time. Maybe you just move a few inches. You don't have to bring the forearms all the way down. Just feeling the twist that feels appropriate to you today. You can also bring blocks over here to the side if you'd like to bring your forearms down on the blocks. Breathe into the hips, into the lower part of the back where you're initiating a little bit of that spinal twist. Yourself up. What we're going to do is then keep the legs in the same position, but we're going to bring the hands forward. So you're just going to gently bring the hands forward. Again, you can bring those blocks in front too, if that feels better. Build up a little support. Walk your hands forward and just start to fold over the left leg and left shin to whatever degree feels available to you. So if this is difficult and you'd rather stay further up, then by all means, find your ease. Maybe you want to bring those hands all the way down. Breathe into that left hip. This is a deep opening for that left hip. So be very gentle. Soften down. All right, one more breath here. Start to walk your hands back up so that you're upright once again, and we'll change that leg position. So this time the left shin will come forward, right leg comes behind, right leg is forward, left leg comes behind. All right, so we're going to start off with a little twist, turning to the right. So just turn your belly to the right. Place your fingertips down. There you go. Fingertips down. Lift up nice and tall before you start to fold. So see how tall you can lift up. There you go. And then start to walk your hands a little bit further out and decide how far down you'd like to bring your arms. Carry those blocks around if that feels better, or you can come down to forearms and fold. So this part of the posture is a little bit more engaging into the spinal twist for the lumbar spine. But you still may feel it in the hips a bit. Couple more breaths. And then walk your hands back up toward your body. Keep the legs where they are. And now the real meat of this posture coming forward. Deep opening for that right hip. So go slowly. Again. Remember, those blocks can be your friend. You can even stack 2 of them and still allow your forearms to come forward. Or you can decide where it feels best for you. Perhaps they can come all the way down and that feels really good to you. Just make sure that whatever you're doing feels good for you. We are all in a different place. Stage. Yoga is your practice. I'm just here to guide you, offer you suggestions and a sequence that hopefully makes sense, but always want it to feel good and right for you. Breathing and softening. A lot of times as you go deeper, you'll notice more sensation coming in, but as long as it's not painful, just allow yourself to breathe and soften into it. Breath here. Help yourself up. Walk your hands backwards. Unfold your legs. Bring them down long, and we're going to roll all the way onto our backs. Moving into a nice few minutes of Shavasana. Everything roll down, release, open up. Without letting the thoughts of your day start to initiate their pattern again, just see if you can really tap into and become aware of what the practice has done for your body. Where do you feel a little buzz? Feel a little vibration of warmth, or maybe the ease of relief. Just become very aware of all the sensations you're feeling. And try to notice what you've done so far. Inviting a little deeper breath back into the body. Bending our knees. Hugging the knees into the chest. Rocking back and forth to massage the sacrum and the lower back. As you're ready, go ahead and help yourself back up to your seat where we began. Let's open our arms up, reach them overhead, feeling the connection once again from earth to sky and our beautiful place in between. Draw the hands down to the heart center, bowing in gratitude for this beautiful day and the ability to share our practice together. The light in me is honored and grateful for the light within you. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste. Thank you so much. Got a little cough there at the end, sorry.